Hello everyone, myself Saman Aqeel, Assistant Professor IIMT College of Pharmacy. Today I will be discussing about aerosols. So let's see the contents of today's presentation. Introduction of pulmonary drug delivery system, advantages, disadvantages, applications, aerosols, manufacturing of aerosols, evaluation of aerosols. Before moving on to the topic that is aerosols, first we have to study about the pulmonary drug delivery system, the system by which we administer the drug through the aerosol. Pulmonary drug delivery system refers to a device or technology or formulation of a drug meant for infusion into the body via the pulmonary route. Pulmonary route used to treat different respiratory diseases from last decade. The inhalation therapies involve the use of leaves from plants, vapors from aromatic plants, balsams, etc. Pulmonary drug delivery system is primarily used to treat conditions of the airways, delivering locally acting drugs directly to the site of action. Delivery of drugs directly to their site of action reduces the dose needed to produce a pharmacological effect. In 1920s, adrenaline was introduced as a nebulizer solution. Porcine insulin nebulizer in 1925 was first brought into use for conducting experimental studies on diabetes. Pulmonary delivery of penicillin was a subject of investigation in mid-1940s, while steroids have been in existence for treating asthma since around 1955. The respiratory tract is one of the oldest route used for the administration of drugs. Over the past decades, inhalation therapy has established itself as a valuable tool in the local therapy of pulmonary diseases such as asthma or COPD. COPD is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. This type of drug application in the therapy of these diseases is a clear form of targeted drug delivery. Currently, over 25 drug substances are marketed as inhalation aerosol products for local pulmonary effects, and about the same number of drugs are in different stages of clinical development. Here are the advantages of such drug delivery systems. These are less invasive, these enhanced patient compliance, localized drug deposition reduces incidence of systemic and generalized exposure, avoidance of first part metabolism, rapid onset of action due to quick absorption across the mucous membrane as the aerosol are in the vapor form. Easy of formulation of water insoluble or soluble drug molecules, avoidance of gastrointestinal upset. Here are the disadvantages of such drug delivery system. Low efficiency and low amount of drugs delivered per puff. Targeting problems can be there. Poor formulation stabilities of drug. Immunogenicity problems with protein-based drugs. Rapid drug clearance by phagocytosis and mucociliary clearance. Now, these are the applications of pulmonary drug delivery system. A variety of local and systemic disorders can be treated by drugs delivered via pulmonary route as follows: asthma and COPD as the traditional stronghold, insulin aerosols for hypoglycemic states, treatment of migraine as it gives the nose to brain delivery, nicotine aerosol for cessation of smoking in addicts. To control smoking in addicts, we give nicotine aerosol. Aerosol for angina, pulmonary arterial hypertension, and acute lung injury. Vaccination by aerosol in case of measles, that is skin disease. Gene therapy and cancer and tuberculosis chemotherapy. We also use aerosol for these therapies also. Pulmonary delivery of low molecular weight heparin. Controlled drug delivery to lungs. Bone disorders, aerosolized opioids as analgesic, amphotericin B or gentamicin and ribavirin aerosols. These all are the applications of pulmonary drug delivery system. Now let's move on to the main topic of this presentation, aerosol. As the name indicates, aerosol is made up of two parts, aero and zol. It means it is having some liquid portion, some gas and some solid particles are also used in the formulation of aerosol. A pharmaceutical aerosol is defined as a colloidal system containing liquid and solid particles. Solid particles will be the active ingredient suspended in a propellant. Propellant is the essential component of an aerosol. Propellant is the liquefied gas or compressed gas which force the inside contents of any aerosol to come outside the container when we press the puff. The power propellants help in expelling the contents from the container. Aerosols are meant for topical, systemic, and oral administration, and these are also known as pressurized packages. Now, let's come on to the advantages of aerosols. There are a number of advantages of aerosols. First, it is easily withdrawn of drug. The drug can be easily withdrawn from the container. Easy and convenient to apply. You have to just push the puff to expel the container, to expel the contents out of the container. Faster onset of action. No manual or direct contact with the medicament as the medicament or the drug is inside the container. The first pass metabolism is avoided. A specific amount of dose or drug can be removed. No microorganism can enter the container, release the contents in controlled and uniformly, provides efficacy of a drug, protect the photosensitive medicaments and oxygen sensitive material. Irritation can also be reduced. So these are the advantages of using an aerosol. Now with advantages, there are number of disadvantages also. First one is the cost. It is costly. Difficult disposal of empty aerosol containers. It is bit difficult to dispose these empty aerosol containers. In some cases, it could be allergic also, explosive. Some formulations are difficult to formulate in the form of aerosol. Sometimes propellant may cause toxic reactions. Now, the essential component of any aerosol are propellants, container, valve, actuator, product, concentrate. So these are the 5 basic components of an aerosol. Now, first one is the propellant. Propellant, what are propellant? These are responsible for developing proper pressure within the container. These provide driving force to expel the product from the container. Types of propellant are liquefied gases propellant and compressed gases propellant. Now, first is the liquefied gases propellant. It exists as liquid under pressure. Because the aerosol is under pressure, propellant exists mainly as a liquid, but it will also be in the head space as a gas. The product is used up as the valve is opened. Some of the liquid propellant turns to gas and keeps the head space full of gas. In this way, the pressure in the can remains essentially constant and the spray performance is also maintained. Second one are the compressed gases propellant. Compressed gas propellant occupy the head space above the liquid in the can. When the aerosol valve is opened, the gas pushes the liquid out of the can. The amount of gas in the head space remains the same, but it has more space, and as a result, the pressure will drop during the life of the can. Spray performance is maintained, however, by careful choice of the aerosol valve and actuator. Now, second most important component of the aerosol is the containers. They must be able to withstand pressure as high as 140 to 180 pounds per square inch gauge at 130 degree Fahrenheit. The container should be strong enough to withstand with this high pressure at this temperature. Types of aerosol containers. The aerosol container could be of metal or glass. In metal, it could be tin plated steel, aluminum, or stainless steel. When we come to glass, it could be uncoated glass or plastic coated glass. The third most important content of the aerosol is valves. Okay, the valve is easy to open and close. It is capable of delivering the contents in the desired form, such as spray, foam, solid stream, etc. The valve is that portion, that part of the aerosol from which the content of inside contents are released out. It can deliver a given amount of medicament. Type of valve are two type of valve: continuous spray valve, in which the if we push the valve, if we push the puff, the spray, the content come continuously in this type of valve. And metering valve, here a meter is set, so some calculated amount of dose comes outside the aerosol. Next part of the aerosol is the actuator. These are specially designed buttons, the buttons which we press on the aerosol to make the contents out of the container. These are specially designed buttons which helps in delivering the drug in desired form, that is spray or wet stream, foam or solid stream. Types of actuators. Actuators are of four types: spray actuators, foam actuators, solid steam actuators, and special actuator. Now, here we come to the manufacturing of aerosol. These are the basic three methods by which we can manufacture the aerosol. First is the pressure filling apparatus, second one is the cold filling apparatus, and third one is the compressed gas filling apparatus. Now we come to the pressure filling apparatus. It consists of a pressure burette capable of metering small volumes of liquefied gas into the aerosol container under pressure. Then propellant is added through an inlet valve located at the bottom or top of the pressure burette. Next, the propellant is allowed to flow with its own vapor pressure in the container through aerosol valve. The trapped air escaped out from the upper valve. The propellant then stopped flowing when the pressure of burette and container become equal. If further propellant is to be added, a hose or rubber pipe leading to a cylinder of nitrogen is attached to the upper valve. The pressure exerted by nitrogen helps in the flow of the propellant into the container. This one was the pressure filling apparatus. Next one is the cold filling apparatus. This consists of an insulated box fitted with copper tubings, and the tubings are coiled to increase the area exposed to cooling. Next, the insulated box should be filled with dry ice or acetone prior to use. The apparatus can be operated with or without meter valve. Hydrocarbon propellant cannot be filled into aerosol containers using this apparatus. Why? Because large amount of propellant escape out and it vaporizes. So hydrocarbon propellant cannot be filled in this type of aerosol containers using this apparatus. This may lead to formation of an explosive material. Fluorocarbon vapors do not form any explosive or flammable mixture, though their vapors are heavier than air. So this one was the cold filling apparatus. Now let's come on to the third apparatus, that is the compressed gas filling apparatus. Compressed gases have high pressure, hence a pressure reducing valve is required. The apparatus consists of delivery gauge, a flexible hose pipe or rubber pipe which can withstand 150 pounds per square inch gauge pressure is attached to the delivery gauge along with the filling head. A flow indicator is also present in specialized equipment. So this is all about the gas filling apparatus. Now let's come on to the evaluation test for the aerosol. Now we have manufactured the aerosol. So how will you evaluate the aerosol? First method is the flashpoint apparatus. Tag open cup apparatus product is chilled to minus 25 degree Fahrenheit and test liquid temperature is allowed to increase slowly, and the temperature at which vapor ignite is called flash point. So we at the temperature we record the temperature at which the vapors ignite. Ignite means they catches the flame or they spark. They show some spark. Okay, so this is called as the flash point. Second one is the flame projection. Flame projection, in this method, the product is sprayed for 4 seconds into a flame and the flame is extended. The product is sprayed for 4 seconds into a flame and the flame is extended. Exact length is measured with a ruler up to where the flame is extended. So this is known as the flame projection method. Next one is the vapor pressure. The vapor pressure, that is pressure gauge, can puncturing device. Next one is the density. It could be measured by hydrometer or pycnometer. Moisture, the moisture of the aerosol can be measured by Carl-Fisher method or gas chromatography. The identification of propellants, propellants can be identified using gas chromatography or IR, that is infrared spectroscopy. Net contents are can be determined as paired cans that have been placed onto the filling lines are reweighed, and the difference in weight is equal to the net contents. Okay, first we weigh the empty can, then we weigh the filled cans, and then the difference in the weight is calculated, so we get the net content. In destructive method, weighing a full container and then dispensing as much of the content as possible, the contents are then weighed. This also gives the net content of the container. Thank you.